Good morning, pregame show. Pregame crew, how are ya? Market's taking a little leg up here. Welcome to FOMC Day pregame show. Show officially starts in 9 minutes. I jump on early to say hello to my friends, take a few chart requests, and do an audio visual check. Market, like I said, is getting a little bounce here. Good morning, Shake and Bake. Hey, CZM. Mal, new name there. Thank you, Shake and Bake. Hey, taxi driver, I sure can. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, hit that like button. All right, CXAI. Yikes. This name obviously has a lot of dilution, as you can tell from the ski slope nature of the chart. Probably lots of debt. Did get a daily trend change. Weekly low or high is more likely. It has not had a candle body close over the weekly 12 EMA in a year. So likely a pump and dump here. We have an hourly EQ. We're holding the hourly 12 EMA. 48 cents is key support, 57 cents resistance. On names like this, 99% of the time, not 100%, but you know what? I should even say 99. 90% of the time, the music will stop. The question is, will you have a chair if you're long? Shorts for sure have the upper hand. So up here, you have all of this overhead baggage. Just think about it. People have these little suitcases up here. They're bags. Little Louis Vuitton, little Coach, little Hermes. They have their little bags up here, and they're just waiting to dump them on a pump. Hey, Gary, that's very nice of you. I'm having a great holiday season. Thank you. Hey, Richard, good morning. Hey, Lock Doctor, Al, Chris, PLTR had some news. They got a Navy contract, which they have a lot of government contracts. They're gapping up. A weekly lower high is still possible here. So we're right at the 0.65 retrace, 186.53. But doesn't mean it'll stop there. It does have news. Daily inside bar, breaking bull. So gap rules apply. What bulls want to see is any pullback, you want to hold yesterday's low. The pre-market low, 183.82, 183.64. $190.58 is next resistance. It looks great, getting a good bounce on news. SoFi daily inside bar bear break. Didn't they have dilution or something? Weekly higher low possible. Daily higher low possible here. 4 hour not oversold. The 0.65 retrace is around $26. I can't remember what that news was. It was some type of dilution. Yeah, stock offering. $26.55 key support, yesterday's low. Bears will be looking for bounces to the 4 hour 12 EMA to short. Hey, Ron. Of course, Al, Marvell. Marvell, we're looking for a weekly higher low. Man, this is a broadening formation. Higher high without follow through, lower low. You can see this broadening formation. Daily, we're at the 50 MA. If we're going to bounce, this would be a logical area to bounce. 4-hour 12 EMA overhead. Need to get over 90.90 and then 91.69. This could be a good area for a bounce. I love me some daily 50 MA bottom fishes. Bottom fishes. Not a word. Path. You're welcome. Path is on the path to greatness. Daily inside bar. Monthly uptrend. Weekly higher high. This was a really big pullback. Bulls managed a weekly higher high, but this upper wick is showing a little exhaustion pattern. We're holding the 4-hour 12 EMA. We're approaching yesterday's low, 1884. Bulls have a lot of room for a daily higher low, but looking a little tired. Doesn't mean it'll be bearish. It means consolidation is likely. The question is, will it be consolidation in time, sideways, or consolidation in price, down? Bulls want to see consolidation sideways. Cool off that RSI for another leg up. Good morning. The yellow candles are inside bars. It just helps my eyes just kind of, okay, that's an inside bar. You can see the outline shows the color of the bar. In this example, the outline is red. Shrimp gumbo recipe. I haven't made shrimp gumbo in a long time. We normally do chicken and sausage gumbo out here in the Northwest because if you can't see water, you really don't want to be cooking shrimp. When you're from Louisiana and you are in the Northwest and people offer you shrimp, you're like, what are you doing? No. Shrimp snob for sure. That's the only thing I'm snobby about. You're welcome. Crawfish in the Boise River, they are so tiny. So tiny. I like some big juicy tails. All right, y'all ready to get started on this beautiful FOMC day? All right, we have FOMC at 2 p.m., the interest rate decision, and then the press conference at 2:30. And I should mention, this is who I am. Wait, who am I? I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be great. I was looking at X this weekend thinking I should start posting more, try to grow my followers. And the way to grow followers is to be controversial and go fight with people. And I'm just not going to do that. So I'll get followers the organic way. And that's about it. So what I do here on Wednesday mornings, it's just a quick 20-minute show where I go through about 25 charts in 20 minutes to get you ready for the trading day. I go through this handy dandy table, and this is just a table I created as a more objective way of communicating to you what I look at and value. And what we're looking at is it's a push, which is what you would expect to see going into FOMC. All right, so FOMC day. And regardless of what type of doomsdayers you have out there, the daily 12 EMA, and if you use the 8, the 21, whatever, it doesn't matter. It honestly does not matter. Just use a moving average to show you trend. I mean, I'm sure you're good at math, but it's difficult for, in this example, the 12 EMA, for you to go back and calculate the average of the prior 12 candles and then weight the more recent candles to kind of see, is it trending above the last 12 candle average or is it trending below? And that's what the 12 EMA tells you. Of course, it's an exponential moving average, weighting the more recent activity heavier than the older activity. So it just gives you some type of benchmark to say, is it more bullish than bearish? And right now the market's more bullish. The 50 MA is around 67.83. This 50 MA right here, this yellow line, that would be important for me on a pullback on FOMC. If we were to get a pullback, that would be important. Let me go back and show you. Let's update this Fed Watch tool. 89%, so a 90% chance of a cut today. So last time I believe it was closer to 99%. So it's not as baked in, but it's pretty baked in that we're going to get a cut. So if we were not to get a cut, that would surprise the market. And the most important part is the press conference. Does Powell have more dovish or hawkish commentary? Okay, back to ES, the daily 50 MA, like I said, is around 67.80. This is a bullish chart trending up on the daily. The 4-hour 12 EMA is overhead. Bears have had an upper hand on the 4-hour. But let's kind of use the same terminology we used in path. We said consolidation sideways is bullish. Consolidation in price is bearish. I would call this the consolidation we've had this week bullish because it's sideways. Consolidating in time versus price. NQ even more so. NQ consolidating sideways. We're well above the daily 12 EMA and the daily 50 EMA. On a pullback, I'd be looking at the daily 50 EMA for some type of support. RTY, we have a multi-top in this area. The Russell tends to benefit more from rate cuts than other indices. So RTY, now of course it's been pricing in. You would think this move up here has been pricing in the rate cut. We'll see 25.45 has been key resistance. That's a high compression squeeze right there on the Russell 4-hour. 4-hour battling the 12 EMA. Dow is a little bit weaker thanks to XLF and XLV. JPM had headlines news yesterday and got whacked. Sorry, drinking a little water. So the Dow is pulling back because of that XLF weakness. We're still looking for a daily higher low. SMH has been an absolute doll. We have had a huge move up. 4-hour a bit sideways. Look at this hourly 12 EMA and how we're holding price. It's telling you that semis aren't ready to give up the ghost yet. If the market were to pull back, semis would likely lead that move to the downside. Right now, semis is not indicating that. VIX is pretty jumpy this morning, which you would anticipate with FOMC. We're pushing into the daily 12 EMA. We have a 4-hour uptrend. A daily lower high is more likely, and we have the daily 50 EMA overhead. So remember, on the markets, I'm looking for the daily 50 EMA to hold. And on VIX, on a spike up, I'm looking for the daily 50 EMA to hold overhead. So we have inverse on VIX and SPY. Again, more bullish for the market than bearish at the moment. Hang Seng was green overnight. DAX is red. Bitcoin is red. So Bitcoin has a little bit of a rising wedge. Don't come for me. I'll send for you, trendline police. All right, I'm just doing this on the fly here. Well, this is more of a channel. Let's see. Real Housewives didn't give us anything else It gave us one of the best lines ever. Don't come for me, I'll send for you. This is another reason why I don't love trend lines. They're arbitrary. So using the wicks, you can see that we have some higher highs. We got a higher high here without follow through. So that shows some bull exhaustion. And we have a potential weekly bear flag on Bitcoin. Anything below 98,000 keeps the bear flag alive. So Bitcoin had a great day yesterday, not taking that away from the bulls, but man, do they still have a lot of work to do. Ethereum has a lot of work to do, has been even stronger than Bitcoin. Man, has turned green. We are at the daily 50 MA on Ethereum. That is a key resistance. Look back here. Back here. So we're at the daily 50 MA. Oh, so fun to watch me click around. We have plenty of room for a daily higher low. We have enough room for a 4-hour higher low. Ethereum has been leading. The dollar has a 4-hour uptrend. Let's look at this on the 2-day, potential 2-day bear flag. So the dollar is still pretty weak. Gold is tightening up here on the daily, grinding that daily 12 EMA. Gold will likely have a volatile reaction to FOMC today, so be careful if you're trading gold. Oil has a nice monthly squeeze. High compression squeeze, and the squeeze just denotes that pressure building here and volatility incoming. It will likely be the first quarter of next year. Weekly lower high set. We have oil inventory today. Can we get a weekly higher low compared to 57.10? Daily downtrend, another daily lower low. Nat gas is weak. We're looking for a daily higher low compared to 439. Bears have been relentless at this hourly 12 EMA, totally relentless. Silver has been bullish. That's one pretty chart. So look at this monthly squeeze on silver. Going sideways for September 21 through 25, 4 years. And that's, so oil, we have been going sideways for two years. We've been going 3 years, 23, 24, 25, 3 years. So oil, we'll see how this develops, but just something to keep on your radar. All right, let's look at our 4 names we look at every time. Apple going green in pre-market. We're still below the 4-hour 12 EMA. We're looking for a daily higher low on Apple. Amazon, we're looking for a daily higher low. Okay, Amazon's now gapping up. That daily higher low is getting set. Amazon had news of their grocery service expanding. Gap up, gap rules apply. As long as bulls hold yesterday's high on a back test, that is a long signal. Amazon has a monthly squeeze and a weekly squeeze. Hourly squeeze firing long. Amazon's looking good here. Nvidia is green, not quite gapping up. That was a big move up on the China, being able to sell China news. We gave a lot back. We rejected at the daily 50 MA, daily inside bar. Nvidia has a daily squeeze and a weekly squeeze. And a 4-hour squeeze. This frustrates me, this gras-doux. That's what we call it in Cajun French. Dirt in the corner, the gras-doux. That was some gras-doux action after hours on Tuesday that has somewhat messed up the chart, but NVDA still looks good. We're right here at the 50 RSI. Let's see if NVDA can shake off that big pullback and get over 190. Tesla, another beautiful chart. We held the daily 50 MA. We set the daily higher low. Now we're setting up for a potential 4-hour EQ, looking for a 4-hour higher low. Tesla looks great. We're right on the hourly 12 EMA. All right, names I'm looking at for potential trades. Now, I won't be as active this morning because of FOMC pending. We have a quad top on ARC, very similar to IWM. Bulls are struggling in this area. Makes a clear, defined risk to reward trade, top fishing at $83. And then if we break above 83.15, I would be looking long. Short below 83. CRDO, we're looking for a daily higher low. And we're getting these tiny lower lows without follow through. Let's see if we can get a bounce on CRDO. I'd be looking at that for a swing. I won't be looking for a swing before FOMC. JPM got the snot beat out of it yesterday with a news headline. I like a long against $300. Looking for a dead cat bounce. MCHP, we are right up again against weekly resistance. No follow through yet. Daily's overbought. Looking for a weekly and monthly lower high. Oh, this one's gapping down now. I like MCHP short. Gap rules apply. As long as bears are defending 66.53, yesterday's low on a push up, that is a short signal. Open your heart to this one. It's beautiful. Daily EQ. Daily higher low set. Daily squeeze. 4-hour squeeze. Holding the hourly 12 EMA. I love open. TJX has a potential 4-hour cup and handle here at all-time highs. Snow, this is a reach. I wouldn't say this is a clean setup. I just was looking at it for a weekly higher low. Daily's beat up, 4-hour oversold. I wish this thing were gapping down actually for a beach ball setup for a potential long on snow. All right, PANW. Hey, Charting Charlie, you're from New Orleans? You a city boy. I'm from the middle of Louisiana, near Alexandria. Weekly lower high, more likely. We have enough room for a daily higher low. 4-hour 12 EMA is a nuisance. High compression squeeze here. We're below 50 RSI. I would be looking at this one to the downside. So on XBI, I noted in the whiteboard this morning that it's starting to get a rounded top. We could be forming a head and shoulders, but scratch all that, forget all that, because it's early pattern recognition. And bottom line is we're holding the daily 12 EMA. Hourly oversold. Gapping down, yes, it's getting interesting. 120.78 is your next support. Definitely getting interesting. XLV, was it gapping down? No. XLV lost daily support. XBI has not. Yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. Yep, I did catch UNH. I don't know why some of the leverage ETFs didn't drop a lot during pre-market. The leverage ETFs don't trade as much in pre-market. A lot of times they have little to no volume, and so they haven't adjusted to reflect their relationship to the underlying because there's just no volume there. I guess the market makers are not going to stop and price a ETF if there's no demand for it, a leveraged ETF. Good morning, Amada. There you go. Yeah, I don't think about social media as growing my followers. I should. I don't think of it. I think this is where I'm going to go post some of my best ideas. And truly, I post in the room first. I post often. I should go count how often I post per day. Maybe 50 to 75 times a day. That could be overwhelming. But I do highlight the key setups. Yesterday, Uber was a Queen of the Mountain setup. I covered it live. We were at the daily 50 MA, daily double top, and then we broke bear. I mean, that's just beautiful. The trade we took live was Meta. Meta was at the daily and 50-200 MA double top. We took that trade live. I think we got about $6 to the downside on commons. I didn't do options on it. We just did commons, but that was a fun trade. We do have a gap to fill on Meta, 648.85. All right, thank y'all for being here. Hit the like button before you leave. Hit the subscribe button. Check us out at chartguys.com. We have a ton of free resources. We're here for you. We want to help you learn to trade. If you're brand new at trading, don't pay a service. And yes, we're a service, but if you're brand new, use the free resources first. Get your legs under you and then join a service to then level up, if you will. Either way, we're here for you on your journey, wherever it may be. And FOMC, may the odds forever be in your favor. And this is donation day. This is where newer traders donate to professional traders on FOMC day. Don't be a charity. Sit on your hands. If you're not consistently profitable, sit on your hands. All right, that's all. Now you stop losses.